if we assume that we have a niche chosen, that we've launched a few products in that niche, let's say 5, just for the sake of argument, what is the marketing that people should be seriously considering? Should people be designing for 4 hours and then jumping on Facebook and Pinterest? Where should people be looking to get the early traffic? What is the marketing that people should focus on up front?
So if we're talking about just focusing on getting traffic and getting sales, and we're brand new, right? We have some products that we've created, and we already have done our validation on those products, which that's a key part here, is making sure that we've done our product validation to make sure that they're even getting sales and there's demand for those products. But let's just say that that's all done. And now our energy is going to be focused on marketing and getting traffic, getting sales, getting eyeballs. And what could we do even with a small budget, a marketing budget? So personally, you want to make sure that your listings are optimized. Okay. SEO, we hear SEO all the time. That's the key to getting traffic. And everyone says that you got to master that. You got to get that locked in and find all these hidden keywords. And I'm actually not going to agree with that. I think you probably are going to find that there's 5, maybe 10 keywords that are driving a bulk of your traffic. I mean, 10 is a stretch. I think there's probably more like 5. And you're going to load them up, right? You're going to put them in your title. You're going to put them in your description. You're going to optimize it with good images. You're going to do all of the good stuff there to make it that listing is going to be optimized and it's going to show up in search when Etsy decides to show it in search, because that's the big one there, is we have to wait for Etsy to index it, but then also we have to make them want to show that listing. Why are they going to want to show that listing? Because it's getting sales. And you might say, well, how do you get sales? That's what I want to know, Scott. That's the marketing part. Yeah, you're right. So what I personally suggest, and this is what we do, is I want to drive traffic there as fast as humanly possible. And I'm going to do it using what Etsy gives us access to, and that's Etsy ads. And I would take a $5 a day budget and I would put it right there, and I would go after those products that I felt had the most chance of having the most demand. And then from there, I am going to make sure also, before I run those ads, let me back up one step, is I would be hooking up Everbee email. Okay. And if you get the growth plan of Everbee email, you can use this feature now that's built right in, that yes, we can build an email list, but let's talk before even building the email list. We can send out an email to our customer once we get that order. Because remember, if we're going to drive traffic over to this product, we want to get a sale. Well, if we get a sale, how do we get the most out of that sale? Well, when we hook up Everbee email, I can send out 4 automated emails to that customer. And the reason why I can do that is because Etsy clearly states in its terms of service that you can send out emails to a customer about an order, but you can't just reach out to them randomly after they've purchased. So the first email that goes out is a confirmation email. Hey, thank you so much for your order. Got your order. It's being processed. The second one would go out when it's being shipped. Hey, just want to let you know, it's all packaged up. We're shipping your item. Expect it soon. The third email is, hey, we just noticed that your product's been delivered. Let us know what you think. And then the fourth one is 24 hours later, following up, making sure that you got your package okay, making sure that everything's cool. If not, let me know. Now, each one of those, there's also an opportunity there to build your list, but there's also an opportunity there for that person to want to leave you a review. Reviews are going to help what? Get more sales, because you and I both look at reviews. I don't know about you, but I do. Go on Amazon. What am I doing? I'm looking at the reviews. I go on Google to hire a plumber. I'm looking at reviews. Everyone looks at reviews. That's another piece. That's part of the marketing that a lot of people overlook. So that's what I would have hooked up immediately before I even turn on the Etsy ads. Then I turn on the Etsy ads. I feed that listing. And now that listing is either going to convert to a sale or it's not. And if it's not, now I need to look at the listing and go, why isn't that converting? Maybe it's my images. Maybe my images aren't as good as they should be. Maybe it's not showing the product the way that it should be shown. So then I have to look at that and say, okay, is my marketing there not good? Or I start getting sales. And if I start getting sales, guess what? Now Etsy is going to see, well, they got some sales here. People must like this. And then we get pushed up in the rankings. Okay. Remember what I said. Etsy wants one thing. They want to promote products that are getting sales. Why? Because they make more money when you sell something versus that 20-cent listing fee. They want you to sell stuff, and they're going to promote the ones that are selling. So that is the marketing, the basics of the marketing in the very beginning that I would be doing in order to drive traffic and drive sales and continue to get more sales because I'm building up the base of reviews from these people. And the one thing I didn't really touch on there, I mean, I mentioned it, but I didn't really go into it, is I'm also building an email list in the background of people that are getting those 4 emails. And then if they raise their hand by clicking on a button to join my VIP club, well, now I get to email those people, which is going to do what? It's going to allow me to send people emails about new products, new sales, promotions, all of that stuff, which is going to do what? Probably increase my sales, which is then going to do what? Increase my reviews and, well, probably increase my rankings. So that's everything I would do as far as marketing once I know that my product has good demand.